Hey guys, are you kind of confused and not exactly sure what to do with these cute little containers? Yeah, I kind of felt that way whenever I first started doing the 21 day fix too. And so I wanted to kind of explain a little bit. You know, when you get your program, you'll get this awesome meal eating plan. And then if you're also maybe you're doing the 21 day fix extreme, you'll also get that. And all of the programs come with an eating plan. So you can choose which program and which eating plan you want to use. But for those of you that are jumping in and you're going to incorporate the 21 day fix eating plan, this is kind of the intro right here. I just wanted to kind of explain it a little bit. If you get your books out, and I truly recommend that you get those books out and you guys start from the beginning and read it through. Okay, just take some time and just read it just like you would any other book, and just read it from the cover to the end to kind of make sense of that. And for those of you that, you know, if you read it and you've jumped in, if you have questions, just ask us. That's what we're here for. Okay. So the intro kind of gets you started on what calorie bracket you should be in. Okay. So the calorie brackets are it's a pretty good range for myself. I'm in the 1200 to the 14, so basically the 1200 to 1500 calorie range. And so, and then it kind of breaks into the containers where it starts talking about what you put in these guys, right? What goes in them. So, you know, you've got your purple and your green. Your green are your veggies, makes sense, right? Your purple is your fruit. So, it explains, and it also includes a list on what you can have in these containers. And your blue, you've got your avocado, you've got your healthy fats that go in here, your cheeses, your carbs. It can be your quinoa, your whole wheat pasta, your whole wheat grains. That's what this container is for. So I know we don't get enough of these, but believe me, when you pour this out on your plate from this container, there's more that goes in this container than it appears. Okay, you'll get used to the system. It works. The proteins, which is your red, so this is your lean meats, your turkey burger, your 93% lean beef if you're going that route, and you know your pork tenderloin and your boar's head meats. I like to use boar's head meats because it doesn't have all the nitrates and stuff in them. So that goes in this container. So that kind of explains the containers a little bit. And you don't just get one, you guys, for your whole day. Like for instance, my calorie bracket, I broke it down and I wrote it on this tally sheet, which we will include so you guys have a copy of it. And you know, check with your coach if you guys can't find it or you need assistance. But I wrote my calorie bracket on the top. I know it's backwards, but I get 3 of these green containers. So I get 3 of these in one day. And for the purple, I get 2 containers. For the red, my proteins, I get 4 containers. For my carbs, I get 2 containers. And for my blue healthy fats, I get 1 container. For my dressings, my seeds and things like that, I get 1 of those. And then that's where you're going to kind of measure out your salad dressings. If you make this from scratch, which I highly recommend if you're doing this on a first round. Sometimes I'll use those, organic dressings or a yogurt dressing because, you know, sometimes it's hard to make everything from scratch. But measure it out. And then you also get your teaspoons. So this is going to be your peanut butter and things like that you might want to include on your apple for your snack, or you might want to incorporate that into your shake, your Shakeology. So here's the tally sheet, and coming back, when I start out, I always have a plan on when I'm going to write out my list. And so I write out my list. Usually I do my meal planning and my grocery list on Sundays. And, I may not always meal prep on Sundays. I try to, but sometimes things come up, but that's usually when I try to plan for it. But if I can't get my meal plans out, and I try to make sure I have all of these items so that I can hit the store. I usually try to do that during the week. And but I just write out my list. I'll share a picture of it with you guys so you can see it. But I just include what I'm gonna have for breakfast, which usually is my Shakeology, and you know, a snack. Carrots and hummus are kind of my go-to. I also like those Laughing Cow cheeses and celery, hard-boiled eggs. And for lunch on Monday, I had tuna with whole wheat crackers and a little bit of Greek yogurt. And I had some grapes with it, and then hard-boiled eggs for snacks, and then meatballs and zoodles. That's what we made for dinner on Monday night. And that recipe came, some of you guys may have seen it, and some of you may have a copy of it already. This, you know, check with your coach. But the Fix 8 cookbook, this works with your 21-day fix meal plan. So there's some amazing, amazing recipes in here. And I'll be honest, my husband was kind of hesitant when I told him that I was making some of these recipes, but I made this, the Italian meatballs and the sauce, and you know, my family, they won't eat zucchini unless I puree it and hide it in the sauce or something, so I just make whole wheat noodles and you know, make the boys happy, make my two boys, the young guys, and my husband happy, because he's kind of a picky eater too. So and then it breaks it down in this book, and it shows you which containers you're using. So you have your green, your red, and purple, and then it shows you how much of each of those. So then you can take that and go back to your tally sheet. And so like, for instance, I've already written it out right here so you guys can see. I wrote out my meatballs. I'll share a picture of this so you can see it. My meatballs and zoodles. And so for dinner, that's going to be a 2 green, and then that's going to be a half a purple, and then it's going to be 1 red. So that's how I do mine. You can just put a check mark if you want, and then write the totals at the bottom. There is a total column. So however you want to do it, whatever works the best for you. And then I just laminated, I put it in a laminated sheet, a little binder sheet, binder protector sheet, so that I can just use a dry erase marker on it and use this every week and not have to keep printing the pages. And then these little sheets, you guys, you can look online, and we'll also provide some too, for your meal planners, however you want to write those out for the week. I got this in the Target dollar bins, and it just has every day of the week, and I just write, you know, the week dates up on top, and then I just write it out for the whole week. And like, for instance, on Saturday we're going to be out, and so I wrote that down. Like, we're not planning to have dinner at home, we're planning to have dinner out, and so I'll have to incorporate that into how I'm going to alter my day and make it work around the 21-day fix eating plan. So that's kind of the 21-day fix in a nutshell. And you know, check with your coach on trying to see if it's a good fit, and if you have questions, if you have it and you want to kind of break it down and kind of really dig in deep and really start using that program, the meal plan. And you know, if you're doing the workouts with it, awesome. That's even a bonus. So whatever workout you choose to do, this meal plan is life-changing, you guys. Stick with it, stay strong. And oh, really quick too, the containers kind of sync. I've gotten these jelly bands. I know a lot of people are asking me what these are, why I wear these, because I look like I'm a 12-year-old, but it has all the containers I'm allowed to have for the day. And so this has worked out. This has really helped me, because it's a daily reminder that I have right on my wrist every single day. And so I just put all the colors that I have on my wrist every morning, and then I take the color, you know, if I've already had a vegetable in my shake this morning, then I'll take that green out, and then I'll take that protein out. So I'll just take the colors of those containers off my wrist and put it in the same spot. I always put it on the counter. And then I'll know that when I'm down to, you know, this side, that this is what I have left in my containers for the day. So find a system that works for you. If the tally sheet is it, if you guys use the bands and you find those, I got these on Amazon. And then, you know, Walmart probably carries them. If you have girls, check their rooms, you might find them. But those have worked out really great because it's just it's a everyday reminder, and I can't forget to eat healthy. So if you guys have any questions, please leave a message in the comments below. Check with your coach, check with me. We're here to help, okay? You guys, awesome. Have a great day.